Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Chuck will throw to get us started. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
His first throw is an interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. He takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They aren't afraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Shuck. Screen here for Kamara. Nice tackle. He's still going. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Run for it, Kamara. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He's got it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Now Shuck to throw. Finding a round for back-to-back plays. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Got first down from the 31.
Let's go now.
Running right, it's Kamara. He has room past the 25. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Half the 60, half the 60.
Rush coming for Chuck. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Going power with a big tight end. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Neal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints trim the lead to 1. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Miller on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. Get to Irving to start this drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's complete. This is Nguka. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Baker now from the gun. Throws caught. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Real. 180. 180.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone block inside the 15. That throws us a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
180.
White can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
14. Saints 7.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, nice.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Shuck, first and 10. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Here's Shuck. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. I'm going to throw. Brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Complete.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
There we go, set. Nike, 18.
To throw again here, it's Chubb. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they do.
They find space for about a 3-yard gain. Play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Right side, this is a bucs. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he... was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself.
And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Saints 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
You just get the play off. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Zach.
Chuck now from the gun. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They run with Neal. This gets the first and more. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First and 10 from the 41.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Go.
Shop working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Shotgun snap to Shop. Catch made. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 44.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Running left, this is Kamara. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another run for Kamara. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes it inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and short.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Trying for it with Shop. Intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, this is White. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. Just a yard left to go on second down. They run the counter with White, and he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
20.
Here's White again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Give now to the running back. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
180. Start.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
There's a dive up the middle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Screen here for Kamara. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they home down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Chuck now on 1st down. Going straight downfield to Olave. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Chuck. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give inside to Camara. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Chuck. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Watch out!
Hand it off to the back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers nearing their 9th win of the season. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set. 180. Watch out!
Another carry for him. He is stopped with authority there, but that some came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. He picks up 15 on the play, and that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
7-yard line.
Set. 180. Watch out!
Back to the well again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Stop!
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Set. 180. Watch out!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And they draw first blood against a division rival They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports.